What's going on, everybody? It's Jake Grip here. Today we're going to go ahead and continue our stream for Jurassic World Dominion, the Chaos Theory. We did take care of part 1 last week. Let's go ahead and continue it with part 2 here. Let's go ahead and load up the save and get right into it. On a side note, if you haven't seen the movie yet, Jurassic World Dominion, definitely make sure to check that out. It was well worth it. I actually saw it twice in theaters so far. I might even see it a third time, who knows? But we're going to go ahead and pause real quick just to kind of do a quick recap of Part 1. So on Part 1, you did get the new game mechanic here where you can basically order some of your dinosaurs to, either to or go, kind of whistle them. You did get this herd of dinosaurs here. You push them through this gate, and you kind of start at the park. Then you ultimately get 2 more herds of dinosaurs here. I just separated them. You get a couple of more to kind of expand the park a little bit. The tough part about this park is you do have those Ravagers that they come in and they try to wreak havoc here, steal your dinosaurs, kind of like the movie does, not to spoil the movie, but that's kind of what they do. This park is very, very small. You don't get a lot of, dinosaurs or exhibits here. The map is plenty large, though, so there's no issue there, but you ultimately just don't get a lot of dinosaurs, so it becomes a little bit of an issue here. The other issues we'll get into later in this video is that you don't get a lot of people to actually come into this park here. This is technically on Owen Grady's land, based upon the movie and some of the dialogue there at the beginning. It kind of overshadows the whole mission here, but it's in the middle of nowhere. It's clearly snow-covered, so people don't really make a trip out here to check this out. So it's pretty tough to get guests. We just opened up the park basically at the end of Part 1 there, so we're going to go ahead and beef it up here. Just your normal food places, shopping, drinks, shelters, restrooms, that kind of stuff. So that's going to predominantly be this video here, and let's go ahead and start it up now.
We can't have people staying in tents, so we'll have to build some other accommodations for them.
We'll get some built.
Remember, we will need to have buildings that cover all our guests' needs.
And we do have some Gallimimuses here that were spotted in Vancouver. I'm actually going to go ahead and decline this. We do have a flock of Gallimimuses already in the enclosure here, so there's probably about 7 or 8 of them approximately there. So I don't really need any more. There is plenty of space, so we could use them, but I'm going to try to get some different species. That's what I'm looking for, different species of dinosaurs. So we're going to pass on that one. The hotel is building. We're going to need a restroom, of course. As you can see outlined in red, there's no restroom coverage anywhere here, so at least need one to get us going.
The guests seem to be happy.
Yeah, they do. But let's remember that protecting the dinosaurs is always the #1 priority.
It is. But we have to consider everything now. John Hammond was right about one thing. To really protect the dinosaurs, we need people to care about them, not just be afraid of them. That was a mistake Masrani made. Always pushing for them to be bigger and with more teeth. People started caring more about the thrill and lost empathy for them as animals. We can do better. We have to learn from the mistakes of the past and forge a new path, a new way.
Agreed. That's what science should do. Tackle an uncertain future. Offer answers and hope. Maybe even change the world.
There was a little bit of dialogue there, so I'm going to go ahead and pause the game here again. The other tough part about this chaos theory itself is that you actually can't even use an expedition center. On every other chaos theory, you could just go to whatever part of the world you wanted, go ahead and dig up whatever type of fossil you were looking for. But on this one here, you actually only get dinosaurs that, the bottom there, the DFW, that they go ahead and bring to you, essentially. So they capture them, and they bring them into the park, and you have to build an enclosure for them. So you actually don't get to pick whatever you want. It's given to you, kind of by default there. So there isn't a lot of variety, and you can only pick from what they choose. Earlier there, we declined the Gallimimuses, for example. There's one, so hopefully it gives us some other ones here.
Teeming with life.
So where do we go from here?
That is a great question.
I think we could expand, bring in even more species, as long as it's safe for everyone, guests and dinosaurs. It could be cool.
So we're going to go ahead and build some more enclosures here, but we actually only have, as you can see in the screen, 1,887 meters of fencing left. And that actually is a real thing here, and that's what we're looking for. That is an aquatic dinosaur there, so we're going to go ahead and go to that live capture. Looks like they did find 3 of them. And as you can see here on the map, it's completely blank, as I was alluding to just a minute or so ago. So you don't get to choose, you only get to be given a couple of these. So that one's going to be in the water there, so we're going to look to build a lagoon, etc., things like that. And we don't have any staff, apparently. We don't have any staff available because they're currently doing that expedition there to get our aquatic dinosaur. So we do need some training here real quick. We need at least 5, but we're actually out of space, so we're going to have to wait. That's okay, no problem. We'll just wait for them to get back, but in the meantime there, we can start to build at least one more enclosure, because we're going to need it at some point here. I'm going to go ahead and throw it on this side of the map, kind of at the beginning here where most of these dinosaurs are. It does expand all the way out here, so I'm going to go ahead and kind of place the fence on the edge over here. That's a pretty large enclosure there. We're just going to kind of keep that on standby for the time being. And it looks like we did capture all 3 of them, but we do need a little bit of time here to do some research real quick. We are sitting at a 3.5 stars out of 5. That's going to be the last objective there, is to get to the 5 stars. So we're looking pretty good. As long as it doesn't drop a lot, we'll be in good shape here. I believe that that is the only carnivore that this mission does give you by default. They're the very small carnivore from the second movie there, Jurassic Park 2, The Lost World. So I'm going to put them in this enclosure over here that I just built. You still need a couple of minutes there. But we will take these guys here. We are ready for them.
Asset being transported.
Alright, so the lagoon is now available. It does need to be placed in water here, as you can see, so we're going to need to build a little bit of water here, kind of connect this.
Asset delivered. Transporting asset. Asset transportation in progress. Asset transportation complete. Asset delivery confirmed. Transportation complete.
These guys are really, really hard to see. They're pretty small. It's giving me an issue here right now with the lagoons. I'm just gonna try to do a little test on this side of the map real quick. Maybe it's something to do with these trees here. Possibly, we'll try that out. It honestly shouldn't be an issue, but apparently it is right now. Okay, so there's clearly nothing here in the water whatsoever. But we didn't put any amenities down, so we'll fix that real quick. Actually, I just figured out the problem, and I think that's going to be really, 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 really embarrassing. Is that the lagoon comes with water itself. That's something that I just forgot, and I cannot believe I just did that. You don't go ahead and build it. You just build the lagoon, and the water is already included. So that was really sad by me. I totally apologize for the mental lapse there. I couldn't figure out for the life of me what was going wrong, but you don't need the water. The lagoon supplies the water itself. So that was my mistake, and I feel really dumb for doing that. But let's go ahead and try to do this again now. I'm all messed up. Hold on. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. So that was embarrassing. Sorry about that. Hope people got a laugh out of that. That was pretty funny. Not gonna lie. Okay, and that that was pretty funny. Kind of sad, honestly, but you know, it happens. Long day at work, who knows? But now the lagoon is built. That was pretty sad, but that's okay. We're working through it here. The lagoon is now built. And now we are ready for delivery of these guys.
Asset has been collected. Delivery complete. Asset has been transported.
So make sure whenever you're building a lagoon that you don't have it placed in water by itself, because it just won't work. So I've already got a laugh out of that. I'm not going to dwell on that anymore. You know, it happens. But we do have 3 dinosaurs coming in here. And we did capture 3 out of 4 of them, but we're not quite ready. We do need to build another enclosure over here, so let's go ahead and do that now. And there are the rustlers, so that's kind of the difficult part about this Chaos Theory, is that occasionally they're going to roll through and try to create some havoc here. So we're going to try to find a Rager team, but to make it easier, we're actually just going to build another one. We're going to build another response facility here. So we only had to hit him one time right there, and they're going to go ahead and flee. So they are fleeing the area, as you can see. That one wasn't bad whatsoever. No problem there. And that's it. They only attacked the one enclosure, so that's definitely a win right there. We're looking good. All right, everything is back to normal now. So we were trying to go ahead and build this other enclosure here. We do have a delivery of a new dinosaur coming in. We only have about 1,000 meters of fencing left.
Assets in the air. Asset transportation underway.
We do have another dinosaur there, but I'm going to go ahead and wait on that for right now. I want to finish up with these guys here just to make sure that they're all good to go. We do need to expand the park just a little bit here as well. We're going to go ahead and take a look at our park rating here, and there's a lot of food, drink, and shopping coverage that is definitely missing here right now. And specifically, it's going to be this part of the map up here. So guests can wander in and kind of go up to the top here and, check out the dinosaurs from these viewing stands. So we need to build that out a little bit. We need to have some food stands, we need to have some drink, and also some shopping. So we're going to add that in right now. There's all of our red section, as you can see. There isn't quite enough room there. We could edit the environment just a little bit, but there's plenty of room here. So we're just going to go ahead and throw it right here. But I'm actually going to disregard this backup generator. We're going to move that just a little bit. You can actually put these things in the enclosures. So go ahead and do that real quick. All right, and there we go. Take a quick look on our park rating here. We're almost at about a 4-star. We're at a 3.9, so we're looking pretty good. We just got these guys settled into the enclosure, so we're just about to hit 50 dinosaurs here, which will check off that portion of the objectives. And the only thing left is going to be getting that 5-star park. So we do have a little bit more fencing here to go. I'm going to try to keep it to this side of the map because we already have some viewing stands over here. So just kind of keep it all together. I am looking for something with an aviary, one dinosaur that at least we could utilize that. So we're going to hope that that comes up here soon. But we could check real quick to see if one is available. I don't think one was, but we could at least check. So there's only this one available. This is the only one right now. Our scientists need a little bit of a break, so we're going to give them that break first. We might as well hire some more scientists as well. Nothing wrong with that. Money isn't going to be an issue here whatsoever, so might as well fill them out a little bit. There we go. That is another herbivore. Had a random salmonella there, so just make sure to demolish that real quick and put it right back in. No big deal. So we do have another herbivore going to be joining. Someone's going to attach it right onto here. We do have 584 feet of meters, might I say, meters of fencing left. So this actually might be our last dinosaur that we can put in here, excluding the aviary. Somebody's on low health, I'm not sure why. Could be old age, possibly. We only captured 2 out of 5 of them, but that's okay. We're going to bring them in anyways. I'm going to put them over here with these guys. Hopefully that they do mesh and they're okay in the same enclosure. They may not be. It's very possible. We might have to separate them. If we do have to separate them, we could either just keep them in this enclosure by themselves, or we could totally just get rid of them and kind of find something that's going to give us a little bit of a bigger species there.
Asset.
So we do have a Stegosaurus encounter here, and everybody loves them, so we're going to go ahead and take that opportunity. We're going to put the Stegosauruses in this enclosure over here. It looks like these guys need a little bit of a bigger pack there, a bigger herd. but maybe they'll get through. We'll see. They do need a little bit of ground nuts. We're going to try to put that in to this side of the enclosure just to see if we can make them happy. If not, we'll just move them.
Commencing asset transit.
They did bump up to 80% there. We'll check on these guys as well. They are still at 100%, so they're doing okay. So we're sitting at a 4-star now, 4-star park out of 5, so we're almost there, about 80% of the way. And we did capture both of the Stegosauruses. We're going to go ahead and bring them in.
Transportation underway.
And that's going to give us the 50 dinosaurs in total that we're looking for.
Asset has been delivered.
So that's going to get them to a 71% comfort level there, which is actually just enough for them to not break out of the enclosure and go wild. The only negative thing here is they're looking for a little bit of a higher population, but not too much I could do about that for right now. Same thing with these guys here. They only have a pack of 2, whereas these guys have 3. So, yes, they are in the same enclosure, but they really do need some more dinosaurs there themselves. And as you can see, if you go ahead and try to do the expedition map, it's not going to show anything. You're kind of at the mercy of whenever the next thing pops up there. So we just have to kind of wait, unfortunately. We don't have any of them, so we're going to go ahead and decline that one. We're out of fencing. We don't have any more room. We could probably shorten this enclosure just a little bit to give us some more space, but you're kind of capped by the amount of fencing, which makes it a little bit difficult here. So while we're at the mercy of waiting for some more dinosaurs to be able to be available for our park here, we can fix up a couple of things that we can actually affect for the time being. And that's our guest comfort, kind of like our amenities, things like that. We did need some more shelter coverage here. As you can see, there's pretty much red throughout the map, so need to do a little bit better job of that. So I'm going to upgrade a couple of those here right now. Put a couple of restrooms in, that helps as well. And right away, that bumped us up to a 4.1 stars, so that's good there. We're making small improvements. That's the only objective left, is to get that 5 out of 5. So anything we can do to improve it, it's definitely what you want. We do need a couple of other amenities here. As you can see, there's a little bit of red on this side of the map. We don't really need any of those heat detectors or anything like that. Someone's gonna get rid of that real quick. That's what we're looking for right there. That is going to be something we can use with the aviary, so we definitely want to go ahead and grab them. The aviary doesn't cost any fencing whatsoever, and just not quite enough room there. We're going to demolish that. We're going to put the aviary right here. And again, don't build it in water. It's not going to work out, as you saw earlier with the lagoon. So it looks like they're coming for the same enclosure over here. There's the broken fence, and there is the wrestlers you can see. So go ahead and grab your team and make your way over there. That's going to do it right there for him. We hit him head on, and he basically ran away. So there we go. That is destroyed. We are good to go. We only captured 2 of them, but that's okay. We'll still take them anyways. We actually can't, but that's okay. So we actually do have some other rustlers over there. This time they attacked 2 different enclosures. I'm going to see if I can hurry up and grab my ranger team here and try to save these guys. And we flipped the car almost. We only have about 6 seconds left. They did steal 2 of our dinosaurs, you can see, so... But they're actually going to flee the area. They're going to leave at that point, so... They did steal 2. I'm not sure which ones they did steal. Looks like they stole one of the Dracorexes and one of these guys as well, but that happens sometimes. So what I'm actually going to go ahead and do is I'm going to go ahead and tranquilize these last 3 dinosaurs that were in this enclosure. And as you can see, our carnivores are starting to get into the enclosure anyways. I'll worry about them in a second here.
Asset requiring collection. Asset collection request received. Acknowledging asset collection request.
Alright, we're going to go ahead and sell those 3 and get them out of there. We're going to bring in some other ones instead. We're going to go ahead and take them. There's 6 of them in total. So that's going to be a healthy number there. We're going to put them in this enclosure right here.
Transit has commenced. Commencing asset transit. Heading to pick up the asset. Collecting asset.
Okay, and that fence is finally fixed there, so now those guys won't roam into this enclosure. I think we actually lost one of them as well, maybe, because it looks to be a little bit smaller there, but we need to figure out what's going on with this aviary over here. It's not letting us put them in there.
Asset transportation underway. Transporting asset. Transportation complete.
We did get 6 of them, was exactly what we're looking for there. That's perfect. That's going to fill up the park a little bit. That's going to easily bump us over the 50 dinosaurs that we're looking for.
Asset being transported. Asset delivery confirmed. Asset
We should be able to put these dinosaurs into the aviary now. Hopefully that problem is solved as well.
has been transported.
And that was, in fact, the issue, is that you do need to have an aviary hatchery in order to put them in there.
Delivery has been completed.
We did unlock a guest attraction as well, so I'm going to go ahead and place that in, get some more guests in here. Boost the rating a little bit.
Confirming asset delivery.
And the only thing that they need is they need some fish. And actually, I did not get this in my practice run, but there is a Ceratosaurus, which is in fact a carnivore. There's only one of them. So I'm actually going to go ahead and decline that. That would help out the park rating, but we actually don't have any fencing available. So if we would have got that earlier, that would have been nice, but... And we did jump up to a 4.5 rating there, so we're almost there at a 5 out of 5. And these guys just need a little bit more open space, but unfortunately the fencing does not provide that. We probably could have cut off this enclosure a little bit. I'm actually going to try to do that. These guys probably don't need that much space. We'll give them just a little bit more space there. And they're getting happier, they're getting healthier, as we can see. These guys are getting a little bit upset because we did need to do that fish there, so they actually might escape. But they did not. They did stay in, which is good. So now they're going to be happy, they're going to be healthy, and they are good to go now. So we're sitting at 50 out of 50 dinosaurs. We're good there. And we do need this park rating of 5.0. And that's going to be the toughest part here. So if we take a look at the main screen here, our park rating by hitting square on the PlayStation. Of course, similar on Xbox and PC. It's going to pull up kind of like your coverages, what your guests, how your guests are feeling, and kind of your overall appeal. And if you look at the top left there, the only thing that matters for park rating is your income per minute. So you need $550,000 of income per minute to satisfy and get a full 5 out of 5 stars. We're sitting at about 450,000, so we do need an additional 100,000. So at this point in the game, I'm sitting on 15 million myself. You should be at a similar amount. Money really isn't an issue on this park whatsoever. So you're not looking for, what's going to give you the most profit whenever you do configure these modules here for the amenities. You're looking for what's going to make you the most money. So by putting a fish tank in, we're going to get about $1,500. Fossil display bumped us up to about 3,000. And the selfie spot bumps us up a couple of hundred as well. So we're only looking for income here. Amount of money. And we're going to go ahead and take them because that'll be a lagoon. That'll give us another dinosaur. See, a fish tank here is going to give us 1,000 per minute. Fossil display about 2,700. And a selfie spot bumps us up to about 34. Take a look at the donuts here. The fish tank is going to put us up again, 46. Over 7,000 there, and about 9,000 if you add in an ice cream. So that's good. So it looks like the ones that make you the most amount of money is the fish tank, the fossil display, and then something of a third. Usually a selfie spot or an ice cream, something like that. Now we're up to a 4.5 stars. We're getting better. These ones are very profitable down here, about 15,000, which is great. So this is where most store people are at, down on the bottom side of the park here. We did capture 5 of them. We're up to our 4.6 stars here, so we're almost there. There's a lot of rocks on this map that basically just get in the way.
Asset transportation in progress. Asset has been collected.
We're going to go ahead and decline that opportunity there. We're kind of full with our enclosures. We don't have any fencing available anyway, so we're going to go ahead and pass on that one.
Asset delivery confirmed.
We do have an undiagnosed ailment here with the new recruit. We do need a lagoon hatchery, as it says right there.
Asset has been delivered.
So we're going to speed up time.
Transportation complete. Delivery complete. Delivery has been completed.
We are back up to our 4.7 stars, so we're almost there. We only need 0.3 more. We're up to 4.8, so we're almost there. Hopefully this new addition is going to help us out a little bit. .9 stars, so we're almost there. We might squeak by real quick here. So it looks like we're about to complete this objective here. So just to kind of review my park, here's what it looks like. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different enclosures with fencing. That's the maximum that it allowed. We did have 1 aviary. We do have 2 separate lagoons, one at the top, one at the bottom over there. Definitely make sure to, as comically shown on this video, make sure that you don't build a lagoon in the water. It comes with the water itself. And the aviary, easy enough, just build the aviary, but you do need to have a hatchery in order to put them in there. So we'll see if we can speed up time here. And the rustlers are probably going to mess us up, but it didn't. The rustlers did not come in time.
Dinosaurs are safe.
We ultimately did get that 5 out of 5 star park that we're looking for.
Than my usual interaction with dinosaurs.
So you're saying it was worth it?
I think he's trying to say he actually had fun.
Ah, I think I did.
Alan Grant, you continue to surprise me.
No, Ellie. It is hard, you know, to compete with dinosaurs.
I do like in the video here that it's giving you an overview of your park itself. That's a pretty cool feature because this is what I built, and it actually shows you that in the background there as they're talking.
And we'll have
So
to
that's
continue
awesome to
work
see.
together,
Definitely a big
because
fan
these
of that.
dinosaurs are counting on us for their survival.
So we're going to go ahead and pause the game there. We did get that full 5 out of 5 stars, and that's why we saw the cinematic there. And it just dropped because of the rustlers, but we did ultimately beat that, and that's why we got the dialogue and the video there. So we did complete the Chaos Theory just in time as well, because it looks like a couple of things are going wrong here. And there's the mission complete sign right there, Jurassic World Dominion. Mission complete, the Chaos Theory. That's going to be the 6th and final Chaos Theory here on the channel. So definitely make sure to check out the other 5 if you have not so far. But this wraps up the Jurassic World Dominion Chaos Theory. It kind of had its difficulties, but it ultimately only took about 2.5 hours or so of actual gameplay. It does suggest being a 5 out of 5 stars, but I don't really think it's that bad. I think it's more like a 3.5 or a 4. It's not impossible. It doesn't take too long. You just have to kind of watch out for those rustlers. They're just a little bit annoying. There isn't a lot of fencing, which makes it difficult to build, but if you get a couple of aquatic dinosaurs or some to go in the aviary, it definitely makes this one possible. So if you guys did enjoy this video, please make sure to like and subscribe and check out the other Chaos Theories or any other tips and tricks I can provide about Jurassic World Evolution 2. And we'll catch you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.